Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing some more Minecraft. And why, oh why, is a farmer sort of in a boat? Get in the boat, dude. Okay, so how are you not in this boat? Dude, get in the boat. Do I have to like move the boat somehow? Can I get you in the boat? Come on, come on. Okay, hold on. We're gonna take the boat away. No, you're not gonna get to go in. Get in the boat. No, in the boat. In it. In it. Oh my God. So, all I wanted to do, I had a brilliant idea. Thank you. You're in a boat. Pete's sake. All I wanted to do is change this up a little bit. I wanted the carrots to go this way, I think. No, carrots to go this way like it was normally, because you can't do much with them. So I was making them go this direction. Ugh! I almost did it again. And then I wanted to set up a way for the potatoes to bake upon the throwing. And then there's, just so that you can see, there is a hopper with, hold on, let's take this block away. Yep. So there's the furnace. There's a hopper with coal shooting in, and then there's the hopper that goes into the furnace so that it all then comes out into here and it's cooked and I don't have to worry about it, right? Fabulous idea. Wonderful. Except when I moved this block, bad things happened. All of the mine carts, all of the hopper mine carts moved. And then it was chaos. He is now not in his right place. So I don't know how I'm going to get him back to where he needs to go. Come on. Come on, dude. Come back over here. Or maybe you're just not going to be a Fletcher anymore. I'm going to make you I'm going to give him your job and you get his job and all's well in the world today. Yeah? All right, let's see if he goes to his job at some point. But that's my little pet project, is so that I have cooked food. This has been running for a little bit. I don't know that we've had any movement. Why? How did you get wheat? I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter if you switch them out because it's all going to go into bone meal anyway. Have you moved yet? No. Okay. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. You can kind of see it in the distance. I have started the massive project. I've got about half of it done. I don't know that I'm going to do more than that. It took a really long time to get all of the lights, to farm all of the iron, to farm all the wood. And thankfully, I have plenty of cobblestone. So what we're doing is this is now going to be where our kelp farm is. And so at the bottom, you can kind of see there are all of the hoppers, so that and then I changed up the design because the sugarcane design is working so much better than the design in the original spot. So I just replicated that. And then I gave it like some, I left the curve of the space. I mean, there's no curve over here, but there's a curve here. And I wanted to keep that curve. And so this then took a little bit to work all of its way around, but I tested it all out and we're getting bone meal. So that's beautiful. And it pretty much works on its own. But so the rest of the time, we're going to fix the kelp farm. And with that, we should be able, once the kelp farm is moved, we can disassemble the other kelp farm. And then we can do the brown mushroom farm, which started pretty much most of this madness. And then We'll see if we have time to start the the redstone doors. But as you can see, what I'm doing here on this side, I've built out the door. Let's come here. So originally I was thinking of having the water go over, and I still might have water here just for funsies, right? Like, but I wanted to get the kelp farm up and running first before I tried to get the water. And I didn't, without the sea lanterns, which were a pain in the rear to get, but without the sea lanterns, this area was looking very dark. And the whole reason, like, I'm putting in sort of the farms the way I am is I want, no matter what I do to the outer wall, right? I wanted some color and some light in this space, right? So it didn't look samey bland kind of thing. And so when I initially put in the observers and the pistons and the sand, it was looking very dark. And it's still not like, oh my God, it's, you know, the sun in here, but it's a whole lot brighter without it. So once I realized that the 7 sea lanterns were not going to do, I went and got more. But I'm really pleased with the way it looks. And you can see I started to build out, just so that I knew where the door was, what these stairs are going to look like. So that there'll be stairs on this side. And then we can start like actually looking at this. I did go into, hey, look, they went off. Beautiful. Lovely. And it usually takes a minute or two for it to get through the hopper. And I might sit here for a minute just to grab, because I'm going to need more. I can go get more. Yeah, see, look, it already did its thing. Lovely. I can raise the platform for the first of the hanging garden. So that is going to get raised. It was 9 blocks, I think. Maybe it was 10 blocks, and it's going to get raised by 5 blocks, and we'll see. We have plenty of space. I figured that much out. We'll see if I need to raise it more or if I need to raise it less. Ah, farmers farming. Hey, look. Would you you've lost your, did he lose his fletching ability? Oh, you've now decided that you're okay. Fine. Can I this over just a little bit? So now I've got to, okay, hold on. Because now I've got to take this, do that. That should give me you. Where did my, oh, you tried to go in there. That's right. That's not working. All right. And then what I need to do is, can I do it with, I do not think so. I think I have to remove this, which is also going to go in places I do not want it to go. Give me, thank you. Thank you for the spruce door. All right. And then we do, no! Would you stop? You are part of the problem, sir. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. This is not exactly how they wanted you to do this, but you know what? I cannot right now. So that is how we're going to do it. And then we're going to put this here. Okay. Okay, sir. You only have one option now. You must come in. I'm going to put that there so that you can fall in, and now you can become, where are you going? All right, well, I'll be right back once I figured him out and finished that. With that, it's gone. I think I'm going to take, I added a little railing here. I don't know what we're going to do with the area, but this has to be here because there's like actual no space between the floor upstairs and here. So I think I'm going to lower the roof, match this roof over here, which is also lower. And we'll go and look at the new kelp farm. Be right back. And done. All right. Is fully functioning. I did go in, looking pretty plain. And oh, what is going on with you, hon? See it? Oh, okay, good. Figured yourself out. I did go in and put some coral and sea pickles, give it a little something so that the bottom wasn't looking so barren. And I didn't bother doing it on that level because you can only see it at certain parts. But I wanted to give it a little more splash of color. And I do have concerns about like this one potentially blocking, but I'm okay with that one blocking. This one over here, I figured would 100% block. The water's doing something funky though. I might go back in. I mean, I need the water to come up and around and down so that everything flows down into the hoppers. So there's not a ton. Oh, you yeeted that. There's not a ton that I can do. I'm glad I put in the glass. So I just took the ones back there out. So even though there's hoppers, there's sensors and there's observers back there, there's actually no, like if we crane our neck, you can see that there's no kelp back there. Just in case it all gets stuck, because then, a waste. But yeah, I thought that the little pops of color would be quite nice. All right, so next on the list, besides sleeping, let's work on, and then, like I said, right now it stops here. I may swing this around so that it stops here, maybe? Get out here. Ultimately, the sugarcane farm is going to come this way, so that we have that pop of color, right? So some senses, if the sugarcane farm comes to here, right, then the kelp farm can come to here, and then this can go that way. But the other farm that I haven't thought of yet about doing that might add pops of color would be a cactus farm. I'll have to think about that. I might do the sugarcane maybe up until the door and then do a cactus farm here. And then the water can come this way. The only problem with that is I guess we get to about here would stop. That's 5. So, I mean, that would be pretty close to the tree farm. I don't know. I've got time. But for right now, that's pretty nice. I do want to start thinking about, yeah, I'm going to write that down. Cactus farm. But let me pick up my books. All of my hard-earned goodies. Pick up the bed. What I want to do next. Oh yeah, I need like a full mover where I can just stand here and it moves me for me. Let's come back over this way. My farmers have been hard at work. Clearly tell that from the potatoes. I've got 64 baked potatoes. So now I need to think, do I want the brown mushroom farm here? which if we're keeping this door, I probably want it maybe here. This other little nook and cranny. And then, like I said, the other farms, cow and little chicken. Darn Enderman. No, steal all the crap, why don't you? Because I like it when you redecorate. Yeah, so let me work on building the brown mushroom farm for the mushrooms themselves. And we shall see where we're at. Right back. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You have one of my precious mushrooms. I can't let you leave. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. These are precious. These take forever to grow. Forever. But so it is built. I added these just for extra light, and I kind of thought they looked nice. But I might test to see, because I have them on both sides, if that is impeding the slow as molasses growth of the mushrooms. The original design, which is pinned in the description, has a clock to make the water automatically go. The problem with the clock is even if you make it a 60-second clock, these mushrooms, they don't grow fast enough. They just don't. Because this is like, oh, and then they grow up on top of here. And granted, yes, I put that there, but the reality is would still grow. I found before I did this extra little design part, I found them on the sand growing. So that's fun. But this is probably about a couple of hours of AFKing, and it's not a lot of mushrooms. It's just, it's not. But my mushroom island that I went to get all of the, hey, oh, he took this mushroom. The mushroom island that I went to go get these doesn't have a lot of the red ones left. So I kind of do need this. Thank you, Deuce. I missed you being in my videos, so appreciate your commentary in the background. Yeah, and no other mushroom farm makes them grow any faster. So there is that. So we'll see. We'll make it like just a AFK. I push the button as it goes. But so let me see. I should have. So yeah, I still have the clock here in case I need it, but I'm not like relying on said clock to do anything. I'm relying on buttons because that works just as well. And see, even with these 2 mushrooms, I come here. Wow, I have a total of 18 mushrooms. Yeah. With this farm, especially now seeing that Enderman will screw my farm up, I might build something over the top of this just so that I can block off the Enderman from stealing them, kind of like I've blocked off the Enderman for stealing these ones, right? That should solve at least, I mean, they can still steal this one. I need to get some more glass. But that should solve at least the Enderman from stealing my precious mushrooms that I really do need. What else have I been doing? Because AFKing, only is so exciting, so I have to get up and... Hi, pillagers. Are you out here? Are you upstairs? I'll come find you. Don't worry. We're almost at the point. Oh, so close, where then all of this sugarcane will now start producing bone meal. You can see some of it's producing bone meal just from the offshoots. The villagers here have been hard at work. There's all my carrots, which is lovely, which means I might need to, yeah, I might need to, please don't tell me, like, please don't tell me the pillagers are in there. And I've gotten quite a bit of baked potatoes. I'm going to have to refill the coal, but not too bad. Not too bad. Going vegetarian is doing well. The pure sugar or pure bone meal farm, that's doing pretty well as well. You know, I'm not optimizing. Like none of this is for like get thousands of bone meal in minutes, right? Like I'm not going to need it in mass quantities. So I don't mind the little, the just different kind of farms and the designs that I'm going into this. All right, over here. So I went down a rabbit hole and I was trying to figure out, okay, this is a lot of space, right? I want to make it useful but colorful and kind of have a variety of things. So let's check on this. Odd place. Oh, see, more just came out. I saw that. Yeah, see, that's doing pretty good too. I mean, it's not, again, not fast, but I'm not building this for speed. So I'm building it for some function, but also aesthetics. So what I've decided to do is I went down a rabbit hole of what are some farms, right? Like what else can I put in here that will most likely give me some resources that I may need, and then the rest will all become bone meal farms, right? The first one I think I mentioned already is cactus. I think it's going to go here. I can push it a little further in here, but I think with the way that this is shaped, I'm probably just going to put decoration here, right? Like serenity zone kind of thing. So I did start, sort of mapping out. So this will be where the cactus farm is. It might be because it's got some height to it. So even though that this is really high, right? I might have to drop it down a little bit into the ground, which is fine. On this wall will be a sweet berry farm because I found a design that I liked that can be all along this wall, even up till the door, and then will provide nice color and movement and um, nice passive. And that will work similar to like the other ones where I'll get a box of sweet berries just in case I need them, and then the rest will all be bone meal. Moving on, the next two farms are the next 2 or 3 farms are going to be built pretty much exactly the same. So we'll have a netherwort farm, and then I'm going to attempt a chorus fruit farm. I didn't really like any of some of the farms that I saw. There's a lot of them there that are farms. They're so manual. They're you having to sit in a mine cart and do a whole bunch of work. And I'm just like, I don't know. If I'm going to have to do work, I'm just going to copy the wheat farm. And so we're going to have netherwort and chorus fruit because I think the chorus fruit would add a nice pop of color, right? On this side, we're going to have a bamboo farm. I found a design that I can essentially chop in half because it's like a mirrored design, right? So that, and then just repeat it all the way down to the door. So again, pop of color, pop of movement, right? And then I still don't quite know what I'm going to do with this farm. I have to think about it. Yeah, there's options, right? But I can I have it at least sort of ironed out. So there's a farm here, a farm here, farm there, and a farm there, and then farms on the walls, which will just be nice. And then on the other side, where we're gonna put the meat. That will be. I might have to move one of the farms over here. We'll see about sizing, but that will be the cow farm as planned in that area, which I still have to map out. It will be a chicken farm, which really doesn't take up any space whatsoever. And then the idea is to see if there is a sheep farm, which the sheep farm really is going to be more of a wool farm. So it's going to be sheep that are getting, instead of for meat, that will probably more be for wool. And then depending on how much space that takes up, either a bee farm will be here for honey and honeycomb and things like that. Oh, hi. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Sorry. I do not want trouble. Thank you. Or the bee farm will go on the other side. But then that'll fill up this area quite nicely. There'll be quite a bit of passive production of the bone meal that I'm ultimately needing and food, right? Like, so it'll just be nice. I am already pleasantly happy that I've done absolutely nothing and have baked potatoes to fall back on, right? So with that, I think that's a good time for us to end here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate everybody who's going on this journey with me. Like I said at the very beginning, if you haven't seen the first couple of episodes, right? Like, I've never attempted something like this. And usually by now, I have given up and started something new and just generally stopped the world that I was in. So the fact that we are going on 50 some odd episodes, right? That's pretty good for me. I have lots of ideas still, and I have lots of things that I want to build. So there's still lots of work to be done. I think the next episode um, we're gonna definitely have a base review, like see how far we've come, see where we're at, right? I will work probably on the base a little bit more, and then work on some of these farms that I want up and running because yes, I'm going to need lots of bone meal, so I might as well get them started. And then, the other thing is then this area won't look so drab, right? I love the pop of blue color down there. It's just, I love that down there. And then I love seeing the pop of green color this way, right? And then having more of those color pops along the way, I think will just make this area a lot better. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful day and I will see you soon. Bye.